Good morning, students. In the previous class, we had a discussion about the wide band pass and narrow band pass filters, and we solved some of the problems on the wide band pass filters also. One problem we solved on the same. So you can just choose the different value of the resistances and capacitance, and you can retry for the different problems. Okay, here and also we had discussed about the working principle of narrow band pass filter. Okay, now we'll take one problem on narrow band pass filter, and then we'll move to the part. Okay, so here the design a narrow band pass filter with the two feedback path, that is fc is equal to, they have given fc value as right. So fc value they have given 1.5 kilohertz, q is also given, gain is also given. Okay, and I said you have to assume the capacitance always, so you just assume it. So capacitance, the lower value of the capacitance you assume, then so this r1 r2 r3, so these are the, I have given in the previous class equations to calculate the value, different values of the narrow band pass filter. So r1 is calculated using this, r2 is using this, r3 is using this. So the problems on narrow band pass filters are very simple. So you just have to remember the values of r1 r2 r3, substitute all the parameters which are given in the problem, so in the equations, and calculate the different values. So q is given, so fc is, you know, center that is frequency, center frequency, it is 1.5 kilohertz they have given. So yeah, 1.5 kilohertz they have given, and af is also given. So substitute all the values and calculate r1, similarly r2, and similarly r3. So after calculating all these things, so they are asked you to design. Okay, so based on how much marks they are asked the problem, so if they are asked for around 4 marks, so just calculation. If they are asked for the 6 marks, so you have to draw the this narrow band pass filter circuit, and you have to substitute the all the values which you calculated. Okay, so that is why based on the marks you have to design the different things. Okay, this is about narrow band pass filter. So here in this previous class we had wide band pass and narrow band pass filters. Now the next concept is band elimination filter. Okay, or band reject type of the filters. So this type of the filters is also called as band stop filter, band reject filter, also it is band elimination filter. Okay, so the action or the operation of this filter is exactly opposite to the your band pass filters. So here in case of band pass filters, certain band of frequencies are passed from input to the output side. The certain band of frequencies between FL and FH are passed from input to the output side, whereas in this case certain band of frequencies between FL and FH are rejected or eliminated or attenuated. Okay, that is why it is a band reject filter. Okay, here you can see, so here certain band of frequencies is eliminated or attenuated in this case. Okay, it is exactly the working principle is opposite to that of the your band pass filter. Okay, once again in case of band pass filters we have two, wide band pass and narrow band pass. Okay, so the quality factor of the narrow band pass filter is greater than 10. Always the narrow band pass filter quality factor will be, it is 10, more than 10. Okay, so this is about band elimination filter introductory part. Once again here I will discuss in detail about wide band and narrow band reject filters. So first is wide band reject filter. So similar to the band pass filter, so it is also consisting of a high pass and low pass sections. Okay, so in the high pass and low pass sections, so high pass filter as well as low pass filter. Okay, so for the satisfactory option, the for the efficient operation of the your filter, there should be some of the consideration, that should be some of the ideal characteristics that your filter should have. That is, the higher cutoff frequency is always greater and than the lower cutoff frequency. FL should be, sorry, FL is always greater than the FH in this case of the filter. See here I have written here, lower cutoff frequency should be always greater than the higher cutoff frequency. It's a one condition. And another condition, the pass band gain of both high pass section as well as low pass must be equal. Pass band gain of the high pass filter as well as, that is AF of both high pass filter as well as low pass filter should be equal here. Okay, these are the two conditions that your filter should have for the satisfactory operations. Okay, so in the previous wide band pass and narrow band pass filters, the high pass and low pass sections are connected in a cascaded fashion here. Okay, so whereas here in this case, so wide and narrow band pass filters, okay, so are not cascadely connected, they are connected to the summing amplifier. So this is your high pass filter, this is your high pass filter, so this particular portion is your high pass filter and the below portion is a low pass filter. Okay, so this both high pass and low pass filters, so high pass filter, low pass filter, so this is the output of high pass filter, this is the output of low pass filter. Okay, and this is your summing amplifier. So summing amplifier function, you know, summing amplifier is a circuit which will add the two signals here. Okay, so the output of the high pass filter and wait, so the output of the high pass filter and the output of the low pass filter as well as the complementary resistance, that is it will compare these signals and this with this and produces the output. Okay, summing amplifier is a function is to sum or add the your input signal. Okay, this is the which type it is, wide band reject type of the filters. Okay, as I said, the gain of the summing amplifier in this particular case will be 1, that means if the gain should be 1 means your feedback resistance and the input resistance are equal. Okay, feedback and input resistances are equal, then only the gain is 1. Okay, so for simplicity, just as I said, gain, if gain should be 1, then all the resistances should be equal. So R1, so R2, R3 and R4, R2, R3 and R4 are equal to R. Okay, now you can calculate the parallel value of this resistance, all they are in parallel. Okay, so these two are in parallel. Okay, that is in parallel with this. So if you calculate all the parallel resistances, Rp, so 1 by R, 1 by R, 1 by R, 1 by R plus 1 by R, that is equal to 3 by R. Okay, that is 1 by Rp is equal to 3 by R. So Rp is equal to R divided by 3. Okay, Rp is equal to R divided by 3. So if the gain is unity, that is why, so the resistance here in the inverting point and the non-inverting point should be equal, that is why the complementary resistance, that is R comp, that is also equal to R divided by 3. Okay, both feedback and this, both inverting and non-inverting resistances are equal. So here also you can calculate the center frequency Fc is equal to, so square root of FL into FH. Okay, FL into FH. So this is the your frequency response characteristics of a wide band reject type of the filter. So wide band reject type of the filter, so it is similar. So just to make the difference, it is plotted, the graph is plotted in the inverted fashion. So here this is the your frequency response characteristics. Okay, so here FH, FL, so FL should be, as I said, there is a FL should be greater than FH. So see here, it is satisfying, it is FH and if it is FL, so it is FL is greater than FH here. Okay, so FC is nothing but the center frequency. Okay, so it is a pass band, so the frequency at this particular regions are passed from input to output. It is also passed band, so frequency at this particular will be passed from input to output side. Okay, now it is a stop band. Stop band means, so the frequency of signals at these particular regions will be stopped here. So the frequency signals between, so frequency signals between FH and FL are rejected or attenuated or blocked. Okay, and the rest of the frequencies are passed from input to the output side. That is why it is a band reject type of the filter. Okay, so FC is nothing but the center frequency. It is how to calculate center frequency is given here. Okay, next is narrow band reject filter. Narrow band reject filter is once again it's a different kind of a circuit. It is not a combination of your high pass or low pass type of the filter. So it is a simple non-inverting type of the amplifier which is connected to the different RC combinations. Okay, non-inverting type of the amplifier which is connected to the different R and C combinations. So these combination of R and C, the charging and discharging of capacitors, will results in eliminating the certain band of the frequencies. Okay, so these capacitors are connected here. So these capacitors or charging and discharging of capacitors will be eliminate certain band of frequencies. Okay, that is why it is called as a narrow band pass filter. So pass band will be very much small here. In the previous case, pass band will be little bit high. So here the pass band will be low here. That is why it is called as a narrow band pass filter. See here, so the pass band will be very much low. In the previous case, pass band will be high. So here it is low. That is why it is a narrow band pass filter. Here also you have FL and FH. Sorry, here we have both lower cutoff frequency, because all the lower frequency signals are stopped here. So here FL, FH and FL. Okay, and FN is nothing but it is a notching frequency. What is notching frequency? Here I am given. So the frequency at which the maximum attenuation occurs is called as a notch frequency, notch out frequency or notch frequency. Maximum attenuation means, so at one point of the here at this particular point in this circuit, at this particular point, so the maximum attenuation, that is maximum rejection of the fake signal is happened. That is why it is called as notching frequency. Okay, or notch out frequency. Okay, that is called as narrow band pass filter, and it is also a frequency response characteristics. So the difference between the wide band reject and narrow band reject filter is, where wide band reject filter, so the pass band will be wider, that is why it's a wide band reject. Here the pass band will be narrow, that is why it's a narrow band reject filter. Okay, the problems on this and the all pass filter will be discussing in the next video, right? So if you have the problems are very much simple. You just calculate the different values of the problems. You just choose a different value of resistance or capacitance. In the similar problem or the similar sentenced problem, you can just choose a different value of the parameters and calculate the different problems. Okay, thank you.